everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the veteran and the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2002, and that's Carson Palmer.
And Carson Palmer is your prototypical pocket quarterback who makes big plays with his arm, with his mind, and his ability to just take little easy steps in the pocket in order to release good passes downfield.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
On second down, here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Charles Johnson off the edge. A long day for any offensive tackle.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action. Now Palmer. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Ginn. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
In 2015, he had one of the great seasons ever by a quarterback in the NFL. A threat to throw it, a threat to run it, became a terrific leader and led his team to a Super Bowl appearance.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he was running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close. But Kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitz or play coverage.
Third and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll be 4th down.
A nice pass breakup there by Patrick Peterson, who has the cornerback position figured out. And you can see it in his play. Obviously, 5 Pro Bowls tells us that he's a pretty darn good player, but even more so, the footwork, the physicality out on the corner, the ability to read patterns, and he makes plays on the football. And you know, if he gets his hands on it, he tends to take it the other way and maybe turn it into 6 points.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. It's looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. second down following the run. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Newton on third down. And Ginn's got it. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Stewart. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. From the gun on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help you.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On second down, Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. One receiver right, that's Brown. Here's Palmer to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
All right, now. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Throwing again here, Palmer. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. 1-18.
Again, it's Palmer. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Penalty marker is down here. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Now to late in the second. Palmer's on target here, and that connection will lead to a gain of 9 yards. Staying late in the second. Floyd's got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 2-yard line. Still a little time left on the clock. Palmer's going to complete the pass from the gun. And after the short pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 7. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Now let's get you back out to Glendale as we check back in with Brandon Gott.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I think what we've witnessed here in this game is some really good defensive strategy trying to take away Greg Olsen from Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean, when they connect for the first time in the third quarter, that's an issue for the Panthers.
Now they've got to connect a lot because their team is losing. They're going to try and get back in it right now.
On second down, here's Newton. And Dixon over the middle. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Newton on first down. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a little floater there is incomplete. And Charles driving over to this one. Some intrigue around a few quarterback battles going on right now in the league, isn't there?
Cleveland, they settled in early August. San Francisco, Denver, those continue to rage. But how about the Rams returning to L.A. and bringing a quarterback battle with them?
On second down, they run with Stewart. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Mike Cyphers now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this one's high, but not very far. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Blue 58.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
All right, now. Blue 58. Hey, Blue 58.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now. Time for a break as he's on to punt for Arizona. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now it's Ginn. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does when a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Stewart is the lone setback. He'll look to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen with time running out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
After this one, it's always tough to lose a game. But after this one, Charles, your offensive coordinator, just a little head-scratching going on probably.
Trying to figure out what he's going to do to jumpstart his team. The defensive coordinator, on the other hand, he's going around. Way to go, fellas. Great job. Keep it going. Things will turn for us.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.